minutes are a buy, and actually they are the best levels that you can expect to get. If you want to be in the trend, they're really the best levels you can expect to get. If you're already in the trend, you just hold, of course, to 162 levels and 163 levels and even 164 levels, so long as we're having positive momentum on the 1 hour. So we're just saying this bounce is going to work. It is working right now, because you can see we have an internal 1-2 trigger here. We have, of course, we can draw this neckline lower, but it would be very, very small. But this is a higher degree 1 and a 2, an internal 1-2, and the market is now beginning to extend. There is a trigger signal that we can all see on the 5-minute chart. So if we have already bought the pivot level on the 15-minute chart, we're holding to end of day today. We should be seeing 162 and 162.2 most probably. All right, if we are holding longs for position traders as of yesterday, we will not, usually we do not really add on Fridays to compile a long, that is. So we just hold our longs across the weekend with stops at entries. Our first target is going to be this level here, 162.70, and that is of course 163. We still expect some kind of correction contained at 61.8% inside of the channel at this point, at that level 163, and then the market goes all the way to 163.5 and 164. We now know these entries these targets, I'm sorry, very keenly. All right, so if you are not in the market in the first place, or you have already taken profits, for instance, you could expect that we are going to be seeing 164 and 163 next week, early actually next week. We may consider we really don't want to miss out, and therefore the entry is right into this moving wave here, this motive wave, I'm sorry. And in reality the entry is just here. So you're looking at buying 160.7 and 160.62. that's it, just that level here. All right, nothing more than this. Now we do not use stops, we use hedges. Even going into the weekend, we just have a hedge below level 1. It is possible, you're seeing now a head and shoulders, you're going to be seeing a higher head. It is possible to have that head just below level 4, but we want to stand out of volatility, and so most appropriate head is below that level 1 itself. This is where the bounce comes in. A hedge means you have sell stops at 159 or 158.90, 100 points more or less, or 150 points from what we're about to buy now. We're about to buy 160.6. So something like 160 points down. If the market breaks all the way below S2 here, we have sell stops to enter the market short and protect our holdings. Okay, so the market is a buy at 160.6. There's going to be a hedge at 159 below that level 1. The segregation confirms because there's a bounce at an internal level 1. These matters are very important to confirm. You see there's a bounce at internal level 1 inside of an Elliott structure that did a wave 3 in some kind of an ending diagonal, then a wedge bounced at an internal level 1 inside of that internal ending diagonal. This is going to 162 across the weekend probably, and early next Monday. So the buy comes in on the coming retraction at 160.6, just on top of that support, 160.6, 160.7 to be more exact. You can of course consider to buy market. There is a hedge at 159. We hold across the weekend open targets. If you are already long at the pivot, you would want to close out today at 162. Right, we'll just take a short recess for 5 minutes. This is our usual time for that recess, and when we're back we will carry on with our remaining issues, these issues that we expect to have running positions, the update on sterling against the yen. Let's move on to the next issue. It's going to be United States dollar against the yen. You can see this is really breaking up. This is breaking up higher, and we should be in the trade. This is sterling against the yen. So this is going to be seeing R1 today. If you're already long in the pivot, you want to take profit again at R1 here, showing at 162, which is exactly 161.96, which is really 162, and most probably of course 162, not really. if you are already holding a swing position, you would want to hold it all the way to 163 and 164 next week. We're holding on to next week. Momentum plots are all positive. The trade is a go. If you wanted to add or join the market, actually you would want to buy now with a hedge at 159. That's it. Market is currently 161.13, so we could take that hedge a bit higher. 159 is 230 points away. You could actually raise this hedge to 159.7. This is 159.7. If you want a fixed stop, it is the same at 159.7, something like 150 points.